I met someone that just blew me away. I think it was at a Council for National Policy convention in Washington, wasn't it, sir? And I'll tell you, this person, I know, got a video, but this person is being used of God right now in a way that no one else could. So you go ahead and tell about it.
This is called the Queen Esther Award for standing up, speaking up, and courageously proclaiming the truth for such a time as this. And a couple of verses that go with this, Esther 4:14, 16, for if you remain completely silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place. Yet who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? And so Esther said, and so I will go to the king, which is against the law, and if I perish, I perish. The recipient of this year's Queen Esther Award is Star Parker. And if you will, Star, come on up to the platform and you'll watch the screen.
Wait. Some of you may have seen just recently, last 2 or 3 weeks, when Star Parker was testifying in a congressional hearing in Washington. I know the video's about, I want to underscore it. And that congressman who was on the committee, he called her ignorant. And I'll tell you, he's lived to regret that. He's from Memphis, and there's going to be somebody that's going to take him out because she's not ignorant. She was telling from her own life experience. Come on up here, Star.
Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, I think that it is important that we put in record that the needs of those that are most vulnerable in society cannot be addressed with abortion. Abortion feeds a narrative that women are victims, that they have no control over their sexual impulses. And as a result of this narrative being forced down into our hardest hit communities, we're seeing now recklessness in sexual activity, and marriage has collapsed. In the 50s, 70% of Black adults were married. Today, that number is 30%. This is causing a lot more social pathologies that have to be addressed through different types of legislation, not the heartbeat bill. The heartbeat bill is to protect
Chairman, I'm not disingenuous about anything I say about Medicaid or Medicare or LIHEAP or SNAP programs. And to suggest I'm disingenuous shows your ignorance or your absolute inability to deal with Congress people the way they should. I believe in those issues, and I think they're proper, and to say I'm disingenuous is just wrong, and I expect an apology.
I would ask for an apology from the gentleman from Tennessee calling our witness ignorant when it seems to me she has a whole lot more knowledge and wisdom.
She's ignorant about me.
Hey, listen, what do you think about our recipient of the Queen Esther Award speaking courageously for her? Star Parker. When he said, you're ignorant, you need to apologize, it seemed to me like he had an exalted opinion of what it was to be a congressman, and you need to address them in a certain way. He forgot that he was a public servant.
Right. But I know his district well, and I know that it's sick, and I know that it needs a cure, and I know that he's the wrong congressman for them, so what I didn't like is after the hearing was over that he came and put his finger in my face and told me I'd better come to his office and apologize. But I learned a long time ago from my pastor, because I've done many debates on many platforms, and one day he came up to me and he said, you know, I wish you would stop yelling at me from the TV. So I'm yelling at you. He said, every time I'm telling you, you're yelling at me. He said, you have to remember that you're not debating the person that's on the stage with you or on the television with you. You're talking to the people that are sitting on their couch looking to hear truth. So just tell your story, why you believe what you believe. And I began then to change my methodology, if you will, to, if they're ugly, to bring that out of them in Christian love and witness.
Thank you, thank you. You know what's, we have a big, powerful 50,000-watt radio station in Memphis. Is Todd Payne here? Todd, where are you? There you are, Todd. We're going to make sure that when this race happens, when this election takes place, that people know where the different candidates stand on the issues, won't we? Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank the Lord for saving me, because as you mentioned, the significance of this Esther Award, when you told me that it was an Esther Award, it reminded me that today is Purim. It's when all of the Orthodox Jews are reading Esther. And so last night I privileged myself to read it yet again. It's also the 70th year of their existence as a state, and so on the day after Mother's Day, I will be in Israel with them, so as they move their embassy to Jerusalem. It's also the same day that we are honoring the life of Billy Graham, and although I didn't know him because I was just recklessly living in a horrible situation and God had to find another route to get my attention, he's touched all of our lives, and so I'm just very, very thankful to the Lord for saving me and all the young people that we can carry on his truth. That my team is here with me, Derek McCoy, Reverend Derek runs Cure. Hey, Derek. And then my whole team, I'm all over the place all the time. People ask me, where do you live? And I think I live in Marriott Hotels and Delta Airlines. I just wanted to say thank you. And I wanted to thank you, Rich and Dick. You guys have encouraged me for the last 20 years that I've been on this frontline battle working in Washington, D.C. And it's just been a real miracle blessing to see what God has done in my life. And then to get rewarded for it, it's just a great honor.
A modern-day Queen Esther. God bless you for such a time as this.